of MLB 20 or so, and we wanted to make into with that. This is JD, your host to the group. Um, if you guys are joining in, want to catch more MLB 20 every 1 to 2 days a week, hit that like button, support button, tweet it out, comment, share it, as good as you guys can. Remember guys, this is all about having love, support, knowledge, and respect throughout the channel, throughout the group, anytime you guys like for good protection for it. With anything you guys can do on your channel. There's anybody in the chat this morning that has a Twitter and a Discord, you can do so by following me on Twitter at ZDZachDawson. Z's capitalized, D's capitalized in between. The numbers are always the same, but different in a lot of ways behind them. But you can do so by the numbers, guys, by giving your first and last name information through Twitter, by sending it to me in the chat anytime you guys like. The numbers, guys, are 824. The numbers are 824-656-00. Okay, guys, the numbers are 824-656-00. Not only if you guys do have a Twitter, if you guys have a Discord, best way you can do for Discord, guys, throughout this group, through running a Tuba chat, is send me a friend request, tell me you guys said hello, and pop in if you guys have any questions through Discord. Find something right in anytime once we get to it. Out of 136 moderators, the highest I've ever had going forward. And more importantly, guys, to wrap this group, the running egg and tuba chat is real simple. It's always normal and simple. Like leaving a comments down below afterwards. And that would be... I'll get to your comments in a second. What's up, Pars? How you doing? I have not, but I do know it's on YouTube, but I haven't checked it out yet. But I was like, guys, we watch videos in full, like them, support, get it out, comment, add it to a playlist, and more importantly, as we normally do, guys, stay connected and never ask for support back in between. You guys can also vote a land at 32, Greatest Showman at 13. Alright, guys, so like I said, I have not seen the show yet, but I do know it has something on that, but I think we might be okay. Alright, guys, as today it's Game 2 in Detroit. Hold on, let me get a message. But there we go, guys. But other than that, guys, today is Game 2 in Detroit, as it will be the 15-23 Tigers taking on the 27-14 Cleveland Indians. Today in Game 2 in Detroit, guys, of 3, this morning. On the mound for the 15-23 Tigers will be Matthew Boyd. Matthew Boyd has a 3-2 record with 33 strikeouts for 2.70 around average. And on the mound for the 27-14 Indians. In Game 2 in Detroit this morning today, guys, throughout this group, is Zach Plesac. Has a good 5-2 record. 55 strikeouts for 3.51 around average. But yeah, like I said, I've heard a couple of good things about 1 outs, but I'll probably check it out if I still have a chance to, but we'll see what happens going forward today. You guys already know I have a little bit of a meeting. I have a Zoom meeting around 2:30 this afternoon, so I'll see how that's really going to almost help out a little bit. But we'll see what happens there. So on the mound for the 15-23 Tigers today, in Game 2 in Detroit this morning, will be left-hander southpaw Matthew Boyd. Has a little bit of an extra average this morning. Has a 3-2 1-loss record for 2.70 around average. Going forward on the right side. And there's the starting lineup for the 15-23 Tigers. It's listed on the right side of the screen in the chat throughout this group. Leading off first will be Victor Reyes at center. At center field, Nico Gurham at DH, Samir Candelario at third, Johnson Scope at second, Castro at short, Cesar Kron at first, Castro at left, Jorge Bonifacio at right field, and doing the catching, batting ninth is Jake Rogers. Doing the catching on him. Has a weak spot this morning, has an average of 155. So how is everyone doing this morning? Happy Tuesday, guys, throughout this group. Um, so far, the good thing is today, guys, I'm off today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Um, but other than that, guys, it's good that I'm off the next good 4 days this week. This is actually day 1 of 4 this morning. But if you guys also want a shout-out, you guys can let me know if there's any shout-outs you guys like to bring in. I will deliver my first shout-out this morning, and that would be my buddy Runny. Call me the awesome commentator. Thank you so much, buddy. House of X, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Now, this guy's from Running Egg and Tubichat. As you guys on the mound for the 15-23 Tigers today, guys. So you guys can see on the middle. This man is Matthew Boyd. Making 8th start of the season, 3-2 1-loss record, 2.70 around average. But how are you today, House of X? Good to see you. And leading off first for the Indians, great stealer, Delano's Casillas Jr., batting .280. First pitch by Boyd. At the bottom, 1 strike. You guys will get icy news. Remember, guys, it will be every 19 to 20 minutes as we speak so far today. So, I was going to get a hold of my phone back last night, but my ass was tired, and my phone just got back from, just outside of doing horseback riding, and it was good to have her back and get her what she likes to do. And that's the first out for the Indians. But other than that, work's been good, and I've didn't have my ass go, be alone yesterday, and, you know, I'm a lucky man to be off the next couple more days this week, till Saturday night, so, but I think it's a good thing. Here's the pitch by Boyd. And up top, that's a strike, 0-1. Up next to bat, guys, will be Cesar Hernandez, 245, 6 homers, 15 ribbies. But other than that, guys, I've actually still been at Walmart for a little over 4 years, so, and that'll be a bunt attempt from home base. Gets to the mound, picks it up, throws the first, and that's out number 2 for the Indians. So I guess it's going to get up and at him today, guys. It's quite a little bit. That'll bring up next, guys, number 11, third baseman Jose Ramirez. At home, has a 194 average, 2 homers, 9 ribbies. He's also batting .229. Here's the pitch by Boyd from the Threats. But other than that, guys, work was good. The same point at the same time, and I think we might be okay. Has third place with 19 ribbies. 1 ball, no strike. And at the middle, 1 ball, 1 strike. I did tell you guys last night that I don't know if I have no clue if I'm going to be live tonight. If not, you guys will have Assassin's Creed tomorrow morning, and that would be always an hour and 35 minutes there. And that's going to be a shot to the gap to left center field, gets to the line fair, and that will be a double. And that's a double for the Indians. So double by Jose Ramirez for the 27-14 Indians this morning. Get about 6 likes, thumbs up in the chat. Keep going, guys. The Running Egg and Tubichat of this group is all about having love, support, and greatness, as you guys can do. Don't let anybody try to accuse you of anything, and as long as you know what you're doing with great content, with great power comes great responsibility, as good as you guys can. Now leave good comments, so people can see the kind of comments you can bring in towards the table. And that's always an exact thankful thing. That'll bring up Famel Reyes, 263 average. Runner at second with 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Boyd. 1 ball, no strike. To left, 1 strike. And tied to 6th in the American League with 11 doubles. 1 ball, 1 strike. The bottom, 2nd strike, 1-2. But yeah, guys, that's what this group is all about. It's not about how kind of fun you can have. It's all about making some new people through the group and doing what you feel like doing. That'll be a ground ball to first. Gets at the first base in time. Do that recorded, and the inning is over. Not off the gap on It's great when anybody can see what you're doing. Go to bottom of the first inning, game 2 in Detroit. Indians nothing, and the Tigers coming to bat. And on the mound for the 27-14 Indians today will be Zach Plesac. Ninth start of the career, has a good 5-2 record with a 3.51 run average, 43 hits, 11 walks, 55 strikeouts. My highest strikes, guys, is 29. You guys can check out episode 4 of Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's where I got my 95 views at, and my number 1 views of all time also is 113. And I was also included, guys, with Sonic Mania, like when I had the PS4 for a little over 6 years, and had some greatness to bring in towards the table, and you know, beat the crap out of that like 15, 60 times afterwards. So, and that one's gonna be a foul ball to left, second strike. You guys let me know if you guys have a shout out. You guys let me know if there's anything behind it. And that's going to be a pop-up to home base. It's a foul territory between the symbol, makes the catch, first out for the Tigers. But other than that, guys, you can't get there too quick. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be live tonight for an 1:35 for Valhalla. If not, I will probably do it, and I probably won't do it until tomorrow in the morning. And that will be also included with Black Ops Cold War for tomorrow night as well. We'll see how that's going to bring in towards the table. The bottom, 1 strike. That'll bring up to the next to bat, guys. It's Nico Goodwin, 245 average. 0-1. But then again, guys, I think we should be just fine throughout this group. Whatever happens, stays right where it's at. 0-2. At the bottom, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But as far as the new Stockman goes, guys, I have not seen him in action, but I thought he was going to be able to help me the other day. So, and that the ball is low. That will be ball 2, guys. 2 balls, 2 strikes, even 2-2. But I think we should be just fine. I do know, guys. My buddy Devin also. As you guys may know, my buddy Devin's not going to be in the chat this morning. Because he has a little bit of school to do. But speaking of that, guys, that's going to be a shot to the gap to deep right center field. Racing back a bit more, and that one is gone. Solo shot by Nico Goodwin, 4th home run of the season of the series. 411 feet, 108.5 miles per hour exit velocity. And that's a solo homer by Nico Goodwin. 4th one of the season. And it strikes first. It's 1-0 Tigers, bottom of the first, 1 out. Game 2 in Detroit to kick things off today. Ooh. Guys, again, news in another little over 5+ minutes. I was also trying to jump into Hulu earlier today, and basically logged me out after I woke up this morning, and, you know, probably get a little bit of attachment afterwards. Here comes Samir Candelario, batting .246, 7 homers, 19 ribbies. 1-0 Tigers, bottom of the first, 1 out. Game 2 in Detroit. Remember, guys, great content comes great stuff you can do on your channel on it. That's going to be a foul ball to left, 1 ball, 1 strike. Has 10 doubles, second place between the few. I did look at a little bit extra news last night, but all I know is, guys, as myself, I was tired before 10 o'clock, a little after that or something. But Monday Night Raw was okay last night. As most of us already know, between Leon and I, we have a new WWE champion. And from a main event Lumberjack match, and that's a strikeout. And that's out number 2 for the Tigers for strikeout by Zach Plesac. And that will be, guys, former United States champion, now the new WWE champion, Bobby Lashley of the Hurt Business. I mean, the match lasted for like a bit over 3 minutes, and you know, it was a lumberjack match afterwards, and you know, I mean, I would expect Lashley to hold on to that title till WrestleMania. And then last week can get it back, become a 3-time champ by then. So we'll see how that's going to go. That's the second strike. No balls, 2 strikes. But for fast lane, I have no clue. But we'll see though. And at the bottom, that's the strikeout. 3 outs in total, and the inning is over. We go to top of the second, guys. Game 2 in Detroit. Tigers 1, Indians nothing. Due up for the Indians. On a 6-game hitting streak. Will be shortstop number 12, Francisco Lindor. 7 for 24 for an average of 292. Batting 297, 3 homers, 15 ribbies. Here's the pitch by Boyd from the stretch. At the bottom, 1 ball, no strike. Of Disney Plus this morning, but I should be back at Hulu soon. Maybe before the end of the day for sure. See what happens if it's going to come right in. I will also deliver a shout out to Sniper. He said nice on fire. Thank you, sir. That's why my content's been pretty good, guys. It's been pretty good, out of this world, and the running egg and tuba chat, and you know, everybody's part of the family. 1 and 2, and at the bottom 2 and 2. Lost 2 strikes. Boyd from the stretch. But a shout out to Sniper, thank you, buddy. And that's a strikeout. And that's the first out for the Indians for strikeout by Matthew Boyd. Up next to bat will be Josh Naylor. 316, 9 homers, 24 RBIs. Here's the pitch by Boyd from the stretch. So yeah, like I said, I have a Zoom meeting at 2:30, so I will probably be maybe at the bowling alley for sure. But I don't know how long the meeting is going to be though. You know, my opponent's going to be jumping in too. To the right, second strike. But we'll see how that's going to go. No balls, 2 strikes in total today, this morning. We're going to get the news in another couple minutes. Let me load up IZ.com in just a moment. Like I said, guys, I don't know if I'm going to be live tonight or not. I'll probably see what's going on between my 11 Ice Pizza. To the left, 1 and 2. It's a 1 ball, 2 strikes this morning. Let me see if I can get a little something of history. 1 ball, 2 strikes. From the stretch, that one's going to be a pop-up to left, foul territory, and that's foul. 1 and 2. Well, we'll see what happens at the after party today, guys. And that's a good strikeout. Second out for the Indians. Second strikeout by Matthew Boyd. Well, I do know the greatest popularity that I've already have seen throughout the schedule, guys, is Black Ops Cold War. Black Ops Cold War's I've been doing a hell of a job on that every 3 to 4 days a week. And that one's going to be a pop-up to push the home base. Gets under it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. And so yeah, guys, it'll be Black Ops Cold War. I've been doing some good stuff on it so far. Go to bottom of the second, game 2 in Detroit. Tigers 1, Indians nothing. In game 2 in Detroit. Leading off for the Tigers will be Willie Castro, batting 183, 4 homers, 7 ribbies. We'll get to news in just a moment, guys. Let's see how we're doing on time. At the bottom, 1 strike. But other than that, guys, it is good that I'm off till Saturday night, so I'm a lucky man going forward. And sadly, I mean, the good thing is for my Angel, guys, he's going to be at work by tomorrow, so, and then, since he's going to be off the next couple more days, the same as I am, so we'll still be able to work something on that. But I think we'll be okay going forward. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Please act from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that'll be a ground ball to first. Defensively gets the first base. 1 out for the Tigers. No racism. Alright, guys, we have the 19-minute mark. If you guys have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter at ZadyZackDawson. With love, support, and respect throughout the group and the chat. As good as you guys can throughout the schedule every week. J's capitalized, D's capitalized throughout this group. We'll bring up the one and only Miguel Cabrera. 196, a homer, and 2 ribbies. That's the first strike. But other than that, guys, you guys can give me your first and last name information through Twitter. to send to me on in the chat on YouTube, and so you guys can check it out a little bit. That's going to be a shot to left center field. Gets under it defensively, makes the catch, second out for the Tigers. But the numbers, guys, are remaining the same on my Twitter account. Is the numbers are 824-656-00. Again, guys, the numbers are 824-656-00. So there's only one number, guys, and that's 5. So the rest are actually the even numbers on the opposite side of it. Not only if you guys do have an account on Twitter to send me, if you guys also have a Discord, send me a phone request to a group. Anything you guys really want to talk about, anything you guys want to talk about at all. Like I say, my job at Walmart, the pre-orders at GameStop, and I will be getting a hold of GameStop later. I couldn't do it yesterday, but I was tired. So I will probably do in. I for one will talk. I for one will get a hold of GameStop today. So see how that's going to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So I've actually got some of that taken care of after last week. That's the fly ball, makes the catch, and the inning is over. And that's 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. Go to top of the third. Game 2 in Detroit. Tigers 1, Indians nothing. Due up next for the Indians will be Oscar Mercado. We'll get to news in just a moment. Boyd with the pits. To left, 1 ball, no strike. Right in between Mercado for Boyd, guys, 0 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. But I think we might be okay. To the right, 2-0. Takes it 2 balls, no strike. But other than that, guys, anything you guys want to talk about on Discord towards the chat, you can expand it a little bit. The bottom, 3 balls, no strike. Up next to bat will be Roberto Perez. 302, a homer, and 6 ribbies. He's on deck. 3-0 by Boyd. To the left, 1 strike. Makes it 3 balls, 1 strike. But other than that, guys, throughout this group, we watch videos in full. Support in full. Like in full. Tweet it out, Sarah. Comment, stay connected. That's going to be a foul ball to right, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Boyd nods his head from the stretch. And that one's going to be still foul, 3-2. And you guys can also vote a land at 32, grade 7 at 13. Well, my point and I are still hoping we can still have an idol this year, which I'm hoping we still do. That's going to be a shot to the gap to left center, makes a pretty good catch. That's the first out for the Indians. And the last batting position, guys, will be Roberto Perez. 302, 1 home run, 6 ribbies. Okay, guys, we're going to get to some news. Today is March 2nd already. And guys, I am off the next couple more days this week, so I'm going to be doing as good as I can throughout this group. If you guys also want to do anything I can tube it at today, guys, let me know. Guys are always awesome. Provides part of the family throughout this group, and we have great content to share. And I'm the awesome commentator. Thanks to Running Egg. Left, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll get to that in a second. But we're going to start first things off with Star Wars news, guys. He struck him out. And that's the second out for the Indians. Third strikeout by Matthew Boyd. Okay, guys, let's get to our first article. 11 hours ago. You guys already know that Obi-Wan Kenobi series has already started filming. I would think maybe like the last month or 2. Nods his head. He gets the pitch by Boyd. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. We're going to race the pot a bit more. Gets deep, makes the catch, and the inning is over. We're going to bottom of the third. Game 2 in Detroit. Tigers 1. Indians nothing. Due up next to bat for the Tigers will be Jorge Bonifacio at right field. Number 57. Last 6 games, 8 for 22. But averages 364. 209, 4 homers, 7 ribbies. Okay, guys, as you guys already know, or may not have been adjusted to this, that'll be up top, 1 ball, no strike. He's acquired as free agent in 2019. As it goes on to state, guys, that the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series, as you guys can see throughout this group, 2 balls, no strike, as they will cast Game of Thrones actress Indira Verma I for one have not heard of her, but I do like Game of Thrones. That's according to Jim and Murphy. That's a long article. But I don't know what kind of role she plays as in Game of Thrones. But I do know it is on HBO Max that I have. Between the PS5 and my phone. That's 3 and 1. Up next to bat with Jake Rogers, 180 average. He's on deck. So we'll see how that's going to have good stuff going. That one's going to be a ground ball to third. Picks it up defensively, throws the first out for the Tigers. Got to check out new March Bugs, guys. Fish and sea creatures if you guys have Animal Crossing, not for me. We also have a review of Raya and the Last Dragon. Let me try to jump on this real quick in a minute. Here comes Jake Rogers, the catcher, 180, 6 homers, 10 ribbies. It's according to Nicole Clark. I don't recall the last time I watched a Disney movie, but the last one I watched was like Incredibles 2 or something, but I can't recall. Now one's going to be a shot to the gap to center field, and it'll be mid-center to the right, and it'll be bounced off the wall, and that will be a double. That's a double for the Tigers. Well, I'd say it's holy cow. So basically, guys, it's coming out of Walt Disney Pictures on demand in theaters. I think it's on Disney Plus, but the movie itself is not going to be out until the 5th, so I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not. So it's started 8 out of 10, so that's actually a little bit good. Gonna bring up Victor Reyes back to the lineup. He's 0 for 1. Rhino at second with 1 out. Looking inside or outside the Ovason. Here's the pitch by Plezak. At the bottom, 1 ball, no strike. Second place with 32 hits. Okay, guys, back to the news. The guys can adjust the temperature from anywhere with the best smart thermostats. So you guys can look and see what kind of deal you can bring. Whenever it's, I would not go to eBay, because eBay just wants to be stupid and not give your money back. I think it's like it's a damn waste of time. Which eBay is, but I don't go to eBay as much as I used to. That's going to be a ground ball to left, and that will be a single, and he is out trying to get back to second base, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. But that is a single for the Tigers, though. Up next to bat will be Nico Goodrum. Homer his first time, 1 for 1. Run at first with 2 outs. To the left, 1 strike. Guys, to check out the cheap and capable of the best Chromebooks. You guys can also look at a complete list of all items and spawn commands in Valheim. Let's jump on the conclusion and the velocity for it. 1 up top, 1 ball, 1 strike. There we go. Last 2 games is an average of 444. Back to the news, guys. Destiny 2 glitz. Let's 12 players raid at one time, and players love it. I don't get to this. I don't get to Destiny 2 anymore, but it was okay. I've always thought that between those 2 games, I would predict a little bit between the first one, since they've each been out back-to-back 4 years a little bit. And at the bottom, 2 and 2. I mean, I don't want to just go back on the schedule and bring that shit back on the format, so that's not going to be the plan. 2 and 2. At the bottom, that's a strikeout. And the inning is over. We're at the top of the 4th, game 2 in Detroit. Tigers 1, Indians nothing. So let's see what happens going forward. Leading off for the Indians, number 2 hitter, Cesar Hernandez, 0 for 1, but ground out his first time in the ballgame. Here's the pitch by Boyd from the stretch. So we'll see what happens there. The bottom, 1 strike. Signed out of Venezuela. Okay, guys, as one of 2 things sets out a new record this week. So far, already been posted this morning. 0-1. Up top, 1 ball, 1 strike. So guys, to see BAFTA Game Awards 2021. The Last of Us Part 2 leads nominations, sets a new record. I did beat the crap out of that after 27 episodes. It was a good game. But the only thing that was still missing, guys, is real simple. That'll be a ground ball to right, and that'll be a single. That's a single for the Indians. Quinton Waddell anchors. I already read some of that before. With 3 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, 37 in total for the 15-23 Tigers today. Next to bat will be Jose Ramirez. Doubled his first time, 1 for 1. To the left, 1-0. Run out first with 0 outs. Okay, guys, back to the news. One last article, I think till tonight, maybe. And that's going to be a shot to the gap to left center field. Gets a little off the bench, and that will be a double. As 110 goes to third, that's a double for the Indians. Holy cow. As you guys can see, PS5 controller dripped. What's happening, why it's happening, and what might come next. Let me double check. As you guys already can see on Saturday, for 13 weeks. So I've had the #1 seed. It's going to be back at Valentine's, so I've won when I research on him. Farrell Reyes is up to bat, 0 for 1. To the bottom, 1 strike. 0 for 1 for ground out his first time. Second and third with nobody out. Just a little bit of a mouthful, a little bit. 0 and 1. To the right, 1 and 1. Guys can see yourselves news. I think you guys will have some more afterwards tonight. Depends if I'm not busy. The bottom, 2 and 1. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. From the stretch a little bit. But I think we might be okay. 2 and 1. And that one's going to be a ground ball to first. And that will be a ground out RBI for an out for the Indians. 110 goes to third. And it's now 1-1 apiece. Game 2 in Detroit. Hernandez at third base goes to home. Between the few things there. Up next to bat, guys, will be Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 for strikeout in the second. 1-1 apiece, runner at third, 1 out. Game 2 in Detroit. Here's the pitch by Boyd. To left, 1 strike. If you guys still want a shout out tonight, this morning, that'd be okay. First place for 43 hits. Bottom, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it goes, guys. My point's at 67. See, I actually got an additional supporter back. After Blackup's cold board last night. That's going to be a fireball to right center field. Gets onto it, makes the catch. Second out for the Indians. Right with third, we're going to go to home. And he is caught, not in time. It's a run will score, and it's now 2-1 Indians. Top of the fourth, 2 outs. Game 2 in Detroit. Here comes Josh Naylor. 0 for 1 for strikeout in the second. 2-1 Indians. Top of the fourth, 2 outs. Game 2 in Detroit.
Now here's the pitch.
The pitch by Boyd. Foul ball to right, 1 strike. Remember, guys, this is what this group is all about. Having love, support, respect, and doing on your channel, and doing things a good way with support, love, respect, as always, and doing great content as always, as good as we can get. 0-2. The more views, more likes, more support you guys will have, the more that we can do as a family in this group. So that's the important thing to look into. 1-2 by Boyd from the stretch. But I think we might be just fine. Foul ball to home base, 1-2. Gets a sign down, 1-2. And same spot, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2.
And that's going to be a shot to the gap, to right center. And that one's gone. That one's gone, guys. Josh Naylor. 10th homer of the season, solo shot. Josh Naylor. 10th homer of the season, 377 feet. 106.5 miles per hour. Exit velocity. Holy cow. Little comparison, guys. And it's now 3-1 Indians. Game 2 in Detroit with 2 outs. Holy cow. Well, thank you again, Sniper, for putting that on fire. Thank you so much, buddy, for doing that. 3-1 Indians, top of the fourth, 2 outs. Game 2 in Detroit. Gets pitched by Boyd.
Jordan Luplow.
That one's going to be a bottom as a strike.
For strike one.
No balls, 1 strike. That brings up Jordan Luplow, 0 for 1. No balls, 1 strike. And that one's going to be a shot to the gap again, to left, and he makes the catch to the right. Excuse me, makes the catch. Inning is over.
So 3 runs on 3.
We're going to bottom of the 4th, game 2 in Detroit. Indians 3, Tigers 1. Due up for the Tigers to bat. In the third position, number 46, Samir Candelario. 0 for 1 for strikeout his first time. Get about 6 likes. Keep the thumbs up going, guys. Highest likes is 29. Top 2 views is 95 and 113. I'm not saying how it's really going to go, but we'll see how that's going to go. Between other directions for it. 0-1. To the right, 1-1. Either way, guys, you guys can let me know if you guys want a shout out in the chat. And that one's going to be, well, like a pretty good shot. Foul ball to right, 1-2. Orioles 4, Angels nothing in Baltimore. 1-2. The bottom, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Red Sox 3, rival Yankees 0 in New York City. 2-2. And that's going to be a foul ball to home base, 2-2. Off the stretch board a little bit. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. But it will be a foul ball of a short stance, too. And that's going to be a double. And it's a double for the Tigers. 11th double by Samir Candelario for the 15 and 23 Tigers today. I'll probably mess with one of my peers. I'll see what, so I can see what the hell's going on with Hulu. I don't think it'll be a terrible problem. I would assume. I hope it doesn't. So right, 1 strike. Johnson Scopes 0 for 1. Went out second with nobody out. But I think we might be okay. To the left, 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm always hanging in there. What if I'm at work or out and about a little bit? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mets 8, Cardinals 3, and St. Louis 1-2. And at the bottom, that's a strikeout. 1 out for the Tigers. Whatever hold at second.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out.
Keep the chat up there. Here comes Will Castro. 0 for 1 for ground out in the second. Gets beyond the plate, gets a sign. Plesac from the stretch. To the upper right, 1 strike. That's an average of 158 with RISP. I still have no clue what that's going to stand for. No clue. 1 of 2 things. To the right, 2nd strike. No balls, 2 strikes. But the goals for my Angels, he still wants 300 by the end of this year. But we'll try to get her up there through this group. At the bottom, 1-2. Making 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bell right now in supporters, he's at 61. So he wants 100 by before the end of this year, but on December 27th to have that deadline. I think one of them's going to be able to get there before then. But we'll see how it's going to go. That's 3-2. Up next to bat will be Miguel Cabrera. Batting 191. He's on deck. But I think we'll be okay. 3-2. And at the bottom. And that's going to be ball 4. That's going to be a walk. First walk by Zach Plesac. So look at a little bit of the motion real quick. Inside the fumes a little bit throughout this group. And here comes Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 1. First and second, 1 out. Gets a sign down. The pitch by Plesac. At the bottom, 1 ball, no strike. Also has a season average of 222 with ISP. Get a little more inside and outside the reins. At the bottom, 2-0. Making 2 balls, no strikes, guys, in this group. The temperature this week, well, you guys already know I'm off till Saturday night, so I'm gonna be getting a little more good temperatures, hopefully, in the outdoors outside my house today, so I think we should be good to go and keeping of transition. He's on deck, 3 balls, no strike. To the right, ball 4. Second walk by Plezak. As he walks.
Not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a
Here comes Harold Castro, guys. You're 0 for 1 for pop out in the second. First, second, and third, bases loaded, 1 out. He has the sign down. The Pets. To the right, 1 and 0. First plays for an average of 256. It's like anybody can outside or inside its moments. Between anything, that's good. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Gives it to first. Throws the second double play. Inning is over. After the bases were loaded a little bit. We play 4 innings today, guys. Go to top of the 5th. Game 2 in Detroit. Indians 3 and Tigers 1.
Striding into the box, Oscar Mercado.
Due up for the Indians in 8th position, Oscar Macedo. 0 for 1 for fly out in the 3rd.
That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game.
A little bit of watch for wise. Set up the Night Owl. How you doing, go? 27-14 Indians. We're going to keep it to Molson. It's the pitch by Boyd. A little bit inside the stretch. To the left, 1 strike. Back up between Mercado for the sport guys. 0 for 7 with 3 strikeouts only. 0 and 1. At the bottom, second strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Orioles 4, Angels nothing in Baltimore. And that one's foul, ball to left. Second strike. Red Sox 3, Yankees nothing in New York City. At the bottom, 1 and 2. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes this morning. But then again, I think we might be okay going to the goodest direction possible. My content's been pretty good. I never set up between comments, and I'm the awesome commentator next to Running Egg. And that's going to be a ground ball to left, and that's going to be a single. That's a single for the Indians. Between its bat, a little bit of tearing. Here comes Roberto Perez, 0 for 1 for strikeout in the 3rd. Pitch by Boyd, to left, 1 strike. Strikeout in the 3rd. There we go.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
And that one's going to be a shot to center field. We're going to make it. Makes the catch. 1 out for the Indians. Runner will hold at first. Mets 8, Cardinals 3, and St. Louis. Here comes a great sealer, Delinas the Seals Jr. Flown out, popped out. He's 0 for 2. Runner at first with 1 out.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Up top, 1 ball, no strike.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on.
Cubs 10, Nationals 5 in Chicago.
Got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
He's emitting up near the bottom right of his screen. A little bit. 1 and 0. That one's going to be a shot to the gap to deep right center field. And that's going to go at it again. And that one's going to be an RBI triple, guys. RBI triple. That's triple by the Seals Jr. for the 27-14 Indians. And it's now 3-1 Indians. Oh my goodness. You cannot expect an Easter egg if you're having a kind of like not that bad of a game for sure. Keeps a little bit inside the stance. 4-1 Indians, runner at 3rd, 1 out, game 2 in Detroit. That's by Boyd. That's 1 for 2 for a single and a run. Runner at 3rd with 1 out. Slager wants to keep a little more speed attached. That one's going to be a ground ball to left. Gets away from second, throws the first. Second out for the Indians, and it's now 5-1 Indians. Top of the fifth, 2 outs. Game 2 in Detroit. Oh, wow. Gets a little more speed, gets a little more attached for the string. Here comes Jose Ramirez, third batting position. Had a run, 2 doubles, 2 for 2. 5-1 Indians, top of the fifth, 2 outs. Game 2 in Detroit. Here's the pitch by Boyd. And that one's going to be foul ball to left in the stands. One strike. Looking between Ramirez to Boyd, 11 for 32 with 2 homers. And that one's going to be ground ball back to the mound. Picks it up, throws the first. And the inning is over.
So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits.
We go to bottom of the fifth inning. Game 2 in Detroit, guys. Indians 5 and Tigers 1.
Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's
Okay, let's see what else we have in the mix. Like I said, I am a lucky man since I've been at Walmart for a little over 4 years. I do know my opponent's trying to make sure she gets my PS4 in the back, and well, like I said, I waited got her first Money in the Bank before the end of last week, so this is actually part of her training. So we'll see how that's going to continue. Due up next for the Tigers will be Jorge Bonifacio, all for 1, with ground down in the third. Gets signed down. Pitched by Plezak. That's going to be up top a little bit. 1 strike. Last few games had 2 runs scored.
0-1, here it comes.
At the bottom, 1 ball, 1 strike at the bottom left angle. Not so far. At the bottom, 2-1.
No, he did not.
Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back.
Gets signed down, 2 balls, 1 strike. To the right, 2-2. When it gets a little bit outside the single, guys, gets a little too deep, you can't get there too quick. Another one's going to be, look like a nice hit. That's foul, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To left, 3-2. Coming to bat next will be Jake Rogers, the catcher. 187 average. He's on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets signed down. The pits. And that one's a strikeout. And that's the first out for the Tigers. Fifth strikeout by Zach Plezak. You guys can see the names on the left side of your screen in the chat. Look at some of the leaders. Having a little more outstanding between the pits and column. Here comes catcher Jake Rogers. Double in the third, 1 for 1.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and
well, work's been good though. As it should be.
Maybe once in AB, maybe once
to the right, 1 strike. Became the 3rd-round pick in 2016 draft.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number
the ball's 1 strike. Plezak. To the right, 1-1. Makes it 1 ball, 1 strike this morning. I haven't seen Brian yet, but I think he might be asleep. But my opponent is always up every 8:30 every morning today, so I still have no clue. It's going to be our newest team leader. I have no clue, but it all depends. But we'll see. 2-2. And not a strikeout. This time it's the middle. That's out number 2 for the Tigers. Back to the lineup. Here comes Victor Reyes. 1 for 2 for single in the 3rd inning. The series 1 for 6. Pitched by Plezak. Up top a little bit more. 1 strike. Second place for Navs at 252. 0-1 from the stretch. That one's going to be a fly ball to mid-center field. Gets under it defensively, close enough. We play 5 innings today, guys. Game 2 in Detroit. Top of the 6th. Indians 5, Tigers 1. Leading off for the Indians next to bat will be Famel Reyes. He's 0 for 2 for 2 groundouts and had an RBI scored. Still doing pretty good on time as well.
Ready
Here's
to
the pitch by
deliver.
Boyd.
Here's the first pitch.
To the right, 1 ball, no strike. Becomes second place with 2 on 3 ribbies.
The 1-0 home. Hit hard
That one's
to
going to be a
right.
foul ball to right.
Foul.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1.
And foul ball to home base. 1 and 2. It's a 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 and 2. 2 and 2 at the bottom.
Low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Trying to gain a little more speed. Trying to attach it a bit more as well.
Swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
2 and 2.
Full count.
3 and 2 to the left. Up next to bat, guys, will be Francisco Lindor. 295, 3 homers, 16 ribbies. He's on deck. Here's the 3 and 2 by Boyd. From the stretch. That will be a ground ball to third base. Picks it up, throws the first. 1 out for the Indians. Here comes Francisco Lindor for 1.
First pitch on its way.
Excuse me. At the bottom, 1 strike. And the first round pick in the 2011 MLB draft.
Right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so
0-1.
that first pitch heater.
That will be a fly ball to right center. Makes a nice catch normally. Second out for the Indians. In the 6th position, here comes Josh Naylor, guys. 1 for 2 for homer in the 4th inning. Mets 9, Cardinals 3, and St. Louis.
Something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something.
To the left, 1 ball, no strike. Cubs 10, Nationals 8 in Chicago. That's a total of 10 home runs, first place. To the left, 1 strike. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike in total. At the bottom, 2 and 1. Well, I gotta say, guys, as soon as Hulu gets back in session, I'll have one of my peers help me out a little bit more. Between the phone and the #1 seed. At the bottom, 2 and 2. And that'll be a ground ball to right center. Picks it up, throws the first at time, and the inning is over. To the bottom of the 6th inning, game 2 in Detroit. Indians 5, Tigers 1. Due up next for the Tigers. As it takes it back a little bit. Takes a little back in time, a little bit more. Between comparisons. Gets a little more decency or a little more inside the complication. That would be Nico Goodwin, 1 for 2. At the bottom, 1 strike. Last game was 1 for 1 for double. Remember, guys, if it's way too close to the bottom or outside signal, you can't get there too quick. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the stretch, here's the pitch by Plesac. Like that one up top, guys, 2 and 1. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. And at the bottom, 2 and 2. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes in the tap this morning. Guess let me know if you guys have any shout-outs. I'll probably deliver them if I do. And that one's going to be a foul ball to left, 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes by Plesac from the stretch. And that's 3 and 2 to the right. Up next to bat will be Samir Candelario, batting .250, 7 home runs, 19 ribbies, 3 and 2. And that one's going to be a foul ball to home base, 3 and 2. With a total of count of 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that will be a ground ball skip from second base. And that's going to be a single. Single for the Tigers. I will also deliver another couple shout-outs. Shout out to RGL 518. He's actually also doing the division series for the of the 1985 season of Inside Pits. You guys can check that out in the division. Because a couple team, remember guys, one team wins, the other team loses. Goes home and packs their bags a little bit. So Jamaica is 1 for 2. Runner at first with nobody out. Pitched by Plezak.
From the stretch.
So I've also give a shout out to Baseball Demos. Check out his channel. He's been he's basically been doing, it's about yesterday, he's been,
We're in the 6th inning.
you guys should check out this one video. He's been doing a couple good videos this week. And that's going to be a foul ball to left, second strike. And that would be, he's still doing the Washington Nationals replay, and he's also doing the Manic Monday every week of Manic Baseball of Game 1 of the Fall Classic of 2001. Guys, to check that out if you guys have a chance. 0 and 2. To the right, 1 and 2. It's a American Lawyers 1 for 2 in the attack today, guys. Throughout this group. So he has been doing some inside pits of the 2019 Nationals, and that's a strikeout. First out for the Tigers, 7th strikeout by Zach Plezak. Here comes second baseman Jonathan Scope, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Run out first with 1 out. Gets signed down. Plezak at the bottom, 1 strike, close to the bottom. And the bullpen today, guys, for the 27 and 14 Indians. You have right-handers Phil Matan and Nick Wingren. 0-1 from the stretch. And that's going to be a pop-up to left behind his second base. Makes the Cats out number 2 for the Tigers. That'll bring up Will Castro, 0 for 1 for walk in the 4th. Right out first with 2 outs. Tries to get a bit more speed, trying to detect something. A little bit up top there in the middle, 1 strike. Back in 2018 of the season. No balls, 1 strike. At the bottom, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tries to keep a little bit smart and smooth. To the right, 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway.
Yes, let me know if you guys want to shout out in the group, so we can actually manage something a little bit. 1 and 2. And at the bottom, that's going to be a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes there. So to keep a bit of a advantage. 2 and 2. To the right, another strikeout. That one's looking, and the inning is over. We played 6 innings today, guys. Go to top of the 7th. Game 2 in Detroit. Indians 5, Tigers 1. Leading off next for the Indians will be number 8, Jordan Lupel. 0 for 2 for pop out and a line out. Yeah, we're doing on time real quick. Get about 6 likes. Keep going in the chat. That's what this group's all about. Through Running Yank and Tuba Chat. Love, support, respect, and great content. Knowing for each other to put the work in, and, you know, with great power from great content comes great responsibility. Doing what we like doing. Doing great stuff. And that one's going to be a shot to the gap to left center field. We'll get under it, and pretty good catch at the end. 1 out for the Indians. Holy cow, here comes Oscar Mercado. Had a run, singled, 1 for 2. Red Sox 4, Yankees nothing in New York City. Boyd nods his head. From the stretch at the bottom, 1 strike. Right between Mercado for Boyd, 1 for 8 with 3 strikeouts. For Nabs at 125. And that one's going to be foul ball to left, second strike.
It's 0-2 now. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game.
And foul ball to home base. Still out 0-2. And that's a strikeout. Second out for the Indians. 4th strikeout by Matthew Boyd. Smiling a thumbs up. Thank you, Go. Yeah, we're gonna thank you for that. That's what this group's all about. Having love, support, bringing more people in, by showing what we can do. My cutter's been pretty good, as it should be. It's been a little more on fire, as it should be as well. But Roberto Perez is 0 for 2 for strikeout and a flyout. 0-1 by Boyd. And that one's going to be a shot to the gap. That'll be the center field. He gets away from the ball. Gets a little bit outside the stands. And that one's going to be a triple. We don't see that very often, guys. Second triple by Roberto Perez for the 27-14 Indians today. That's a triple. Runner at third with 2 outs. Pitch by Boyd. Foul ball to left, 1 strike. And that'll bring up Delino and DeCios Jr. 1 for 3. Runner at third with 2 outs. And that one's going to be maybe a pop-up to right. And that'll be a foul ball. That's an RBI single. And it's now 6-1 Indians. Top of the 7th, 2 outs, runner at first. Game 2 in Detroit. Here's the pitch coming up. That one, guys, is going to be a pop-up to right. Picks it up, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Game 2 in Detroit. Go to bottom of the 7th inning. Indians 6, Tigers 1. And on the mound, taking over for the 27-14 Indians, Rafael Matan. 21st game appearance, 1-2-1 loss record with 1 save. And up next for the Tigers, the one and only Miguel Cabrera. And a walk in the 4th, 0 for 1. Get that count a little bit sharp. But pitch by Matan. Now it's going to be off to the right, 1 strike.
There's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find
at least it cannot get that much close. That's the important thing. And that one's going to be a fly ball center field. We're going to get past it a bit more. He makes the catch. 1 out for the Tigers. Actually, the lineup picks left fielder number 30, Hel Castro. Grounded out, popped out, 0 for 2. From the stretch, here's the pitch by Matan.
First delivery to him on the way.
To the right, 1 ball, no strike.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers.
Up top, that's 2-0. 2 balls, no strike from the stretch. Don't think if there's anything else. Okay, I think we're still doing quite well. I have no clue if my pun's going to be in the chat or not. Just got to ask up a couple minutes ago, so what happens at the after party today? That's 3-0. He's up next to bat. 3-0 from the stretch. 3 balls, no strike. Gets the pitch by Matan. And that one's going to be a fly ball to right center field. And makes a pretty good catch. Out number 2 for the Tigers. Oh my goodness. Here comes Jorge Bonifacio. 0 for 2 for strikeout and grounded out. Mets 9, Cardinals 3, and St. Louis. The pitch by Matan. And close to the middle, 1 strike. Cubs 10, Nationals 8, and Chicago. No ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch coming in from the stretch. At the bottom, that's 1 ball. Gets a little bit inside the signal from the sign. Inside the instruction. 1-1 coming up. And that one's going to be a foul ball to right, 1-2. Doesn't get enough speed, but gets a bit of downward speed. 1-2. And at the bottom again, that's ball 2, 2-2. Makes a total of 2 balls, 2 strikes together. Gets signed down. Time from the stretch. And the Pets coming in.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
And a foul ball to right,
Fouls this
2-2.
one off.
That one, out of anything professional, you guys got a little bit of speed.
All even at 2-2. Here it is.
And that one's going to be ground ball caught from first base, and the inning is over.
Down in order go the Tigers. They trail 6-1.
We played 7 innings today, guys. Go to top of the game 2 in Detroit. Ending at 6, Tigers 1.
Start of the 8th on its way, but first
I think there might be a different pitcher coming up, too.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his.
I would say maybe not if my opponent comes in the chat today, but I already know I have a Zoom meeting around 2:30, so I don't know how long that's going to take the base, but we'll see what happens.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
As there will be a different pitcher from the mound coming in to replace, as there will be coming in between the structure for it. As there will be coming in the pits. On the mound for the 15 and 23 Tigers, guys, that you guys can see on that screen, Daniel Norris. 8th game appearance on 2-1 loss record with a 7.50 around average, 1 walk and 9 strikeouts. And the first pitch by Norris. At the bottom, 1 strike. Jose Ramirez is also 2 for 3. Angels 6, Orioles 4 in Baltimore. That one's going to be a fly ball to right center field. Makes the catch. First out for the Indians. Red Sox 4, Yankees 0 in New York City. That'll bring up Ramel Reyes. Grounded out in the 6th inning, all for 3. Guess sign down.
First pitch of the at-bat.
By Norris. To left, to the right, 1 strike, excuse me. Okay, I don't know if it's going to have a adjustment or a different opportunity down there. Nods his head, 1 ball, no strike. 1 strike, excuse me. The bottom, strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. You guys let me know if you guys want a shout out in the chat, the Running Egg and Tuba chat. The way we do things throughout this group. Anything. 0-2. That's a good strikeout. Second out for the Indians.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there. When it's tight like this,
it's kind of out of watching a good fucking funny video or something, guys. But if it's Hulu or something different. Oh boy. Here comes Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 2. The bottom, no balls, 1 strike. Looks like I was flying a Ribby. Today's attendance this morning, 28,635. Have a good elevation crowd, a little bit. Pitched by Norris. And that one's going to be a fly ball, almost like deep center. Gets under it, makes a nice catch, and the side is retired. Go to bottom of the 8th, game 2 in Detroit. Indians 6, Tigers with 1. Due up next for the Tigers will be catcher Jake Rogers, doubled in the 3rd inning, 1 for 2. Gets signed down, Matan from the stretch. And here's the pitch coming into play. The bottom, 1 ball, no strike. There we go, keeps that a little bit adjusted. To the left, 2 balls, no strike.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far.
The ways it tries to get a little more speed, a little bit more.
Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
So that's a little more set between a few of them. At the bottom, 3 balls, no strike. Up next to bat is Vector Reyes, 250, 6 ribby, 6 homers, 10 ribbies, excuse me. I had to mix it up a little bit. He's on deck. 3 balls, no strike. Matan from the stretch.
The 3-0 pitch.
Up top, ball 4, another walk.
So the leadoff man's on base
As he walks.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning.
Jake Rogers for the 15 and 23 Tigers today.
Pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
As long as it's not inside or outside the gap,
In 3 at-bats to
it's
this
a little more formality. Here comes Victor Reyes, 1 for 3. Vital at first with nobody out. Gets signed down. Matan from the stretch.
first pitch on its way.
Up top, that's a strike.
Big fastball, and he's well behind it with
Didn't
the
get
swing.
close to that speed between any other team.
Right there to establish himself.
Tries to get a little bit side of its target.
Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive.
Gets signed down.
Usually when a
The
pitcher
ball's
goes
1
4
strike
balls
from the
to right,
stretch.
that next pitch you could get super greedy right down
To the right, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Tries to get a bit more clear and satisfying. 1-1 by Matan. And that was going to be a foul ball to left, 1-2.
Now. A runner at first with no outs here.
1-2.
Ground
And that one's going to be, looked like it was going to be decent. That's foul ball to left, 1-2.
Has a look, now the pitch.
And that one's going to be a fire ball to kind of like the mid-center. We're going to get back a little bit. Makes the catch. First out for the Tigers. One of hold at first.
Throw gets away from him.
Next about Benito Goodrum. 2 for 3 for some solo slot and a single. Runner at first with 1 out. Gets signed down. Matan from the stretch. Up top, 1 ball, no strike. That'll be a little bit better.
1-0 count, here it is.
And that's going to be ball 2, 2-0.
Outside,
The left ball 3.
3-0 now.
Coming back next guy, Samir Candelario. 248 average, who's on deck. 2 balls, no strike. Matan sets the target from the stretch. Now it's going to be a ground ball past first base. And that's going to be a single. Single for the Tigers. Clear my throat a little bit throughout the script.
That's clean.
But I'm doing alright.
He's looking locked in.
Safe and sound as always between
Striding in,
Below Nice Pizza.
He's
Going
working
forward.
on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Here comes Samir Candelario, doubled in the 4th, 1 for 3. First and second with 1 out. Puts out the target, Matan from the
With the
stretch.
first pitch, here it comes.
At the bottom,
Here's
1
a
strike.
called strike in the knees. Don't think he liked that
Now
one
at the
too much.
bullpen guys for the 27 and 14 Indians. You got left-hander Southpaw Brad Hand, and on the right side is Nick Wingren. Matan with the pitch. The ball's 1 strike. At the bottom, 1 ball, 1 strike. I think Matan's given up 2 walks, I would assume. Between statistics and if I'm correct.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That one's going to be a ground ball back from second. Gives it a second. Almost had a double play, but that's a second out for the Tigers. Running second goes to third. Here comes Johnson Scope. All for 3 of a pop out and 6. 15 and 23 Tigers. We're going to catch up a bit more. Create a little bit of distance.
It looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Changes a little bit of its location. First and third, 2 outs. Sets the target. Matan from the stretch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Up top, 1 ball, no strike. And remember, guys, to wrap this group in the chat, if the ball is way too high, you can't get there that quick.
That's pretty much the case when
Want to wait, make sure it gets a good direction. Foul ball to right, one strike.
Runners on first and third, 2 away.
You want to make sure it gets close the way it should be, a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's going to be a shot to the gap to center field, and he'll get there in time. Makes the catch, and the side is retired.
Tigers strand a pair. The lead remains 5.
We go to top of the 9th. Spreads out, guys. Get a little something to have. Game 2 in Detroit. Indians 6, Tigers 1. Winning off for the Indians. Beats Josh Naylor. Holman in the 4th, 1 for 3. Here's the pitch by Norris. Foul ball to right, 1 strike.
windup and the 0-1.
That one's also the same spot, second strike. Angels 6, Orioles 4 in Baltimore. 0-2. And that's going to be a strikeout. First out for the Indians, second strikeout by Daniel Norris. Red Sox 4, Yankees 2 in New York City.
In a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And there we go. I have to make a little bit of message real quick behind me. The left, one strike. Gonna bring out Jordan Lupel, flown out in the 7th, 0 for 3. Tries to get a bit more speed, but gets a little more heavy spots surrounding it. At the bottom, second strike. We said no balls, 2 strikes.
Survival mode, down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And another good strikeout. That's out number 2 for the Indians.
Hard to beat that, and beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball.
You can get a little bit of a damn good crack up, guys. That's quite a bit. It's a little more inside the system.
In now, Oscar Mercado.
And that's going to be a ground ball to right center field. And that's going to be a single. Single for the Indians. Gets a little more structure, gets a little extra help, and stays in the Texan moment. Stays intact too. That was going to be a foul ball to left, 1 strike. Gonna bring up Roberto Perez. Tripled, had a run, 1 for 3. Right at first with 2 outs.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
At the bottom, second strike.
2 out with the man at first.
We get 2 balls, no balls, 2 strikes. And foul ball to right, second strike, 0-2. 0-2. 1-2 at up top, between one of the different areas there. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Picks it up defensively, throws to first, and the side is retired. To the bottom of the 9th, game 2 in Detroit. Indians 6 and Tigers 1. And on the mound for the 27-14 guys, so you guys can see him. For the 27-14 Indians, have been Nick Wingren. 24 game appearance, 1-1 record, 6 holds, over 175 earned average. Leading off first will be Will Castro, walking the 4th, 0 for 2.
First pitch on its way.
And that's going to be up top a little bit, 1 ball, no strike.
As a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Well, I will be with the family in a little while. Maybe after I get done with my sour and the tat. And that's one's going to be a foul ball to left, 1 strike. And close off to the right, 1-2. Rangers 1, Rays nothing in Tampa.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know
Hold on, 1-2.
Top to bottom.
And that's a strikeout. First out for the Tigers for strikeout by Nigel Goodwin.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone.
Okay, there we go. There's a little more of that set to be attached. But it's all good. And that'll bring up Miguel Cabrera. That makes a good, satisfying, spectacular diving catch. After that hit, second out for the Tigers, guys. Wow. A little bit out of its balance. They'll get it one more time. As any good commentator outside the stands would say, and he looks at the ball, And he's like, he makes a spectacular catch. Last chance for the Tigers to be held, Castro. 4 down 7th, he's 0 for 3. That's sometimes funny about this group.
Just off the outside that time, laid off.
Oh my goodness. Little bit catchy, but okay. That'll be a foul ball to home base, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on.
Get about 7 likes. Keep throwing it up, guys. Keep going.
2 balls and a
Tweet it out, share it out, add it to our playlist through Twitter and Discord and YouTube. The running egg and 2 at that. That'll be a foul ball to left, 2 and 2.
And they can't
The Tigers are down with their final strike. 2 and 2 by Lindgren.
Last breath for the Tigers.
And that's a strikeout, and the Tigers are now 15 and 24 of the season.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating.
Tigers, 15 and 24 Tigers try to get a little bit of mercy, and we got 1 run. And the Indians go up to a good satisfying 28 and 14. Only between the bottom, guys. Keeps a little bit inside or outside to activate. Just had to check quick something. Alright guys, game 2 Detroit in the books. We're in game 2 in Detroit. For the 28 and 14 Indians, guys can see. Duano Cecilius Jr. had a triple, 2 RBIs, had a good game for 2 for 4. Jose Ramirez had 2 doubles. Josh Naylor had a solo shot of 1 for 4. And Roberto Perez had the other triple with 1 for 4 of a run. In game 2 in Detroit, guys, going down a little bit more too for the 15 and 24 Tigers. Neil Goodrum had a good game though. He had a solo homer, 3 for 4. Jake Rogers had a double. Samir Candelario had a double, 1 for 4. And Victor Reyes was only 1 for 4. It might have been a single or something. Hold on, guys. Let me get a little something here. Hold on, guys. I'm going to send a message real quick. I sent a message to one of my peers about Hulu. I was trying to watch something, but I think it automatically signed my ass out a little bit. One of my peers may have sent a problem there. But alright guys, let's see if we can get out of that. So the Tigers go down to 15 and 24, losing to the Indians to 28 and 14. Game 2 in Detroit, 6-1, 9 hits, no errors, 6 hits, and no errors. Let's simulate that real quick. Get to the other scores in just a second.
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. In the AL Central, Zach Plesac grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Indians took care of Detroit 6-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Twins combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the.
I'm gonna put a thumb up on the other one again.
They now have 6 straight victories. The White Sox racked up 11 hits as a team.
Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, let's see if we can get our arrangements a little bit. Get about 8 likes. Good, very good, guys. 8 likes. Keep going. Keep going. That's what this group's all about. Having love, support, and respect. That's all we can do to gather out this channel. Highest likes is 29. Highest views, the top 2 is 95 and 113. Okay, guys, we're gonna start off with Go Mets. Shout out to Utah Mike, aka Sports Time Machine. I have not seen him do a video since earlier this morning, I would assume. Winning by 6 over the Cardinals in St. Louis. After 9 innings, final score 9-3. 11 hits, 0 errors, 8 hits, and no errors. Starling with second win. The Cubbies won a good, stressful game by 2 runs over the Nationals in Chicago, scoring 6 runs and a good 8th inning. Final score 10-8 by 2 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors, 11 hits, and 1 error. Zephyrs first win. Winkler saved number 12, good even number. So if I get that Sid Y in the reins a little bit, then we'll see what we're looking at. The Angels win by 2. By 2 runs after 9 innings over the Orioles in Baltimore. Final score after 9 innings by 2, 6-4. 4 hits, 1 error, 10 hits, and 1 error. Oh, shit. I try to exit out the app, but I'll probably get that structure going again. Pablo Sandoval, 4th win. Robles, 8th save. Good even number. So I guess it's not bad of an argument between which one to do it. Has a couple of good stars behind it. No one gave it a good, get of like only a fucking 3.5 stars or something. That'll be my guess throughout the book. But, I don't know. Shit, hold on guys, let me see if I can get this down. 8. I don't know if it's capitalized a little bit. There we go. And yes, probably we're back in. There we go on my phone. Okay, we have the Red Sox winning by 2 over the rival, the Yankees in New York City. These two teams go back and back and back and forth, guys. And that is something great upon that. So after 9 innings, final score. After 9 innings, by 2 runs, 4-2. 14 hits, 0 errors, 8 hits, and 1 error. Chris Sale was 3rd win. Matt Barnes was 9th save. Odd number, but that's not even strange. Gets a little more normal. The Rays win a good win by 4 over the Rangers and Tampa. Final score after 9 innings, 7-3. 6 hits, 2 errors, 10 hits, and 1 error. Snell was 3rd win. The Pirates win the good blowout faster by 7 runs. Having 6 good runs in the 6th inning. And the rest in the 9th. Over the Pirates in Pittsburgh. After 9 innings by 7 runs, final score 9-2. 6 hits, 0 errors, 8 hits, and 1 error. Howard was his 2nd win. The Twins won by 3 over the Royals in Minnesota. After 9 innings, scoring 2 runs in the 8th, final score 4-1. 7 hits, 2 errors, 4 hits, and no errors. Dobnak was 3rd win. Duffy was saved number 10. Good even number. Keeps it out of the odd section. The Mariners. Mariners had a pretty good game after 14 innings. Good innings by 14. By winning by 1 run of a good fashion. Over the Astros in Houston. After 14 innings instead of 9. By 1 run, 7-6. 14 hits, 2 errors, 10 hits, and no errors. Moreno 1st win. Moon Oz was 4th save. Good even number. Keeping it on the even instead of the odds for it. The D-backs won the only runs by 7 over the Brewers in Milwaukee. Final score, no question about it, guys. After 9 innings, 7-0 shutout. 10 hits, 0 errors, 2 hits, and 1 error. Clark was 2nd win. The Marlins won by run by small margin after 13 innings as well. We get 2 out of games out of 30. Over the Braves by 1 in Atlanta. Final score 3-2. After 13 innings, 8 hits, 0 errors, 11 hits, and no errors completed. Hoyt was 2nd win. The Reds won by 3, also in a good fashion. Over the Rockies in Colorado. After 9 innings, after scoring 3 runs in the 8th. Final score by 3 runs, 4-1. 10 hits, 1 error, 7 hits, and no errors. Thornburg was 2nd win. Bradley was saved number 7. An okay odd number. Keeps a little bit in the board. Keeps a little more exciting and good. The White Sox won by 1. After 9 innings over the Giants in San Francisco. By 1 run after 9. Final score 5-4. 11 hits together, 1 error. 11 hits and no errors. Cordero, 2nd win. Bummer saved number 14. Good even number as well. Keeps a little more satisfaction. The Dodgers cruise control by 3 runs over the Padres in Los Angeles. Final score by 3 runs after 9 innings. Final score 6-3. 11 hits, 1 error, 6 hits, and no errors. David Price, second win. Jansen with 10th save. Even number as well. Good fashion. And the Athletics win by 3 runs over the Blue Jays in Oakland. After 9 innings, final score, having 5 runs in the second, 1 ace from 4th and 7th, 7-4. 14 hits, no errors, 8 hits, and 2 errors. Manaea, second win. Hendricks, 6th save. Even number. So the Tigers, guys, are now 15-24 of the season. The next time you guys will see baseball will be Saturday morning. And then Men 21 will be back Saturday in the afternoon. We'll probably still do it every Saturday time, the way we did with Miles Morales of every Saturday and Sundays. So we'll see how that's going to stretch out. I will probably not start until 2:45 or 3. So I can do Man 21 from there. And then the coming weekend on Sunday, guess we have Man 21 after I get off at 5 next week. So I think we should be okay. So until Saturday morning, guys, for the series finale in Detroit, as there will be the 15-24 Tigers hosting the 28-14 Indians. In the series finale, Game 3 of 3, guys. The series finale in Detroit. On the mound for the 15-24 Tigers will be Casey Myers. 3-3 1-loss record average, not so bad. With 30 strikeouts for 2.89 earned average. And on the mound for the 28-14 Indians, statistically, will be Evan Savale. 4-2 record, 60 strikeouts for 2.98 earned average. And until Saturday morning, guys, let's check it out real quick. We got the Angels taking on the Orioles and Baltimore. Teheran 1-2 for 6.62 earned average versus Kramer with an 8.90 earned average. No periods, but earned average. The Rays host the Rangers in Tampa. Aller 2-6 for 7.81 earned average versus Morton for 3.55 earned average. Between the first few. The Marlins visit the Braves and Atlanta. Lopez 2-4 for 5.21 earned average versus Mike Soroka for 4.25 earned average. Got the first 3 incredible. Pirates host the Phillies in Pittsburgh. Aradia 1-1 for a 4.04 earned average versus Keller of a 1-0 1-loss record for 3.63 earned average. Good stuff, but good competitiveness. The Royals take on the Twins and Minnesota. Brubeck 2-4 with a 5.50 earned average versus Romero for 3.66 earned average. 2 out of 3 with evens, but it's all good. The Mariners take on the Astros in Houston. Sheffield 3-3 for 10.09 earned average versus McCoy Jr. for 3.13 earned average. Almost down to the wire, but we're still taking on good times with good times on it throughout this group. The D-backs take on the Brewers in Milwaukee. Bob Gardner 1-2 for 3.81 earned average versus Burns with 4.71 earned average. Between the standard emotion. The Go-Go Mets take on the Cardinals and St. Louis. Ryan Porcello 1-2 for 5.59 earned average versus Zach Flattery for 5.36 earned average. Between good stuff between ERAs, but more earned averages. The Nationals take on the Cubs in Chicago. Sanchez 2-3 with 6.03 earned average versus Hendricks with a good 5-1 1-loss record, but 3.61 earned average. Go down to the middle real quick a bit, just quite a bit. The Reds take on the Rockies in Colorado. Atone 3-3 for 2.21 earned average versus Freeland, also 3-3 1-loss record for 3.71 earned average. Gets a 1.50 from the difference between competitiveness. The White Sox take on the Giants in San Francisco. Matt Kopech 1-4 for 6.34 earned average versus Bede for 3.27 earned average. The Dodgers host the Padres in Los Angeles. Lucensi 4-1 with a 4.17 earned average versus Buehler for 3.38 earned average. Gives a little more out of the length, but it's interesting. Rivals again, guys. We got the Red Sox take on the Yankees in New York City. Welcome back, Pars. What happened? What happened, buddy? Rodriguez 3-2 for 5.48 earned average for Garcia with 3.64 earned average. And the Blue Jays take on the Athletics in Oakland. Rayu 1-2 for 3.07 earned average versus Mateus with a winless 0-5 win-loss record with a 7.14 earned average. Before we get out of here, guys, we're going to get some standings real quick. Some of them may be a little bit different or not outside the range. We'll check them out real quick. In American League Central, winning 6 consecutive games so far today. So an upload video is over 1 gigabyte. Okay. Oh, we got canceled? I'm sorry, buddy. What video were you doing? What kind of video? I mean, what kind of video were you trying to download? Any ideas for the uploading? What's that video called? By chance. Check it out. You guys, you can let me know. And that would be 6 wins with 9 games the last 10. Oh, gaming upload. Okay. What kind of game is it? I mean, do I know a game? I mean, do I know what it is or not really? And that'll be 6-3 at night as well. It's on YouTube too. Uploading ends more games. Oh, that's good. Well, do you use PSX or do you download other PlayStation games? I do have PSX a little bit, so I can play any PlayStation game for the PS1. I can do on my phone. Part says called Heroes Arena is Mobia. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever played of it, ever heard of it, but I've heard it's okay, I would assume. Or do you got PS1? Good. But it all depends there. And that will go to the 28-14 Indians. There's also 4 wins. 8 wins the last 10, 15-7 at home, and 55 as a daytime. And that goes to 4 wins to the 24-15 White Sox. There's also 6 wins as well, winning 6 games the last 10, 15-6 at home, 13-6 at day 9, 11-9 at the nighttime. And that would be for the 24-15 Twins. And there's also 2 devastating losses between 2 teams. Try one out if possible. Maybe you will be a Telku too. Well, like I said, I'll probably get an opportunity if I get a chance, but we'll see what happens during the after party today and see how that's going to rhyme. But I'll probably check it out if I get a chance today, hopefully. And 1 loss also for the 15-24 Tigers, on trail by 4 games a little bit. Still an early young season. In American League West, not much so far, but 20-6 in division, won 7 games the last 10, and also a tremendous 21-8 9-time record. And that's 1 loss for the 30-10 Houston Astros. Coming right in with 5 wins in a row, 5 games in session, 5 straight. Winning 8 games the last 10. 22-6 also at the night time as well, guys. That'd be the 27-11 Angels. There's also 1 win for the 20-22 Mariners, 1 win for the 15-26 Athletics, and 1 loss, terrible, for the 8-31 Rangers, losing by 6 games behind. We go to the National League, guys. Winning 8 games the last 10, 14-9 on the road, and 14-7 at nighttime. And that's 2 wins also, guys, for the 22-17 Phillies. There's also 2 wins, 12-5, on a road team. And that would be the 20-20 Marlins, only thrown by 2.5 games. 3 wins as well, winning 8 games the last 10, having 3 wins by the 19-20 Mets. 1 loss for the 17-21 Nationals, and 2 consecutive losses, only winning 2 games the last 10, of the series, and that'd be the 17-24 Atlanta Braves. And the National League Central gives a little more inside, but a little more competitive. As you guys can see, there's 1 win, 5 against the last 10 for the 26-14 Cubs. 15-5 on nighttime, 14-7 on the road. That's 1 win for the 24-15 Cincinnati Reds. Only trailing by 1.5 games so far today, guys. There's also 1 loss for the 16-24 Brewers, 2 losses for the 14-26 Cardinals, and 4-game skid, only winning 3 games of the last 10. And that would be the 13-25 Pirates. And that's the League West. Back to waking up a little bit, 23-4, demolishing in the good competition on the nighttime. And that would be 8 games of the last 10 winning. And that goes, guys, to the marvelous 32-6 Los Angeles Dodgers. Holy cow. There's also 1 loss, guys, not to be outdone a little bit. 1 loss for the 25-14 Padres. It's only by 7.5 games. There's also 1 win for the 19-20 Diamondbacks. 5-game skid, only winning 1 game out of its damn thing out of the last 10. And that goes to the 15-24 Giants. And 1 loss for the 14-24 Rockies. Last but not least, guys, before we get out of here, in the American League East. Good teams between 15s and 14s. 12-7 between daytime and as a road. 15-5 at nighttime as well. And that's 1 loss for the 27-12 Yankees. 1 win each by the 20-21 Red Sox and 18-23 Rays. 1 loss for the 12-27 Blue Jays. And winning 1 game of the last 10 is 3 losses by the 12-27 Orioles. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be a wrap for me today. I don't know if I might stream tonight. If I do, you guys will have a new episode of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But if I'm not streaming tonight, I probably won't be. Maybe will not be back until Wednesday morning. So you guys will have Assassin's Creed Valhalla by then as well. And then Wednesday night, you guys will have a new episode of Black Ops Cold War. Remember, guys, I'm off today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday this week. My ass doesn't have to get back to work until Saturday night. So, I also do have a meeting. I also do have a Zoom meeting around 2:30 with my pudding a little bit. So I don't know how it's going to work tonight. I mean, if I do go live, you guys will get Assassin's Creed Valhalla tonight for 9:35. If not, you guys will have it in the morning with Black Ops Cold War tomorrow night. But other than that, guys, baseball will be back Saturday morning with Madden 21 as well. So if you want to catch more MLB 20, managing the 15-24 Detroit Tigers every 1 to 2 days a week. Pause in the chat says, JD, can you try since Impact? I probably would down the road. Buddy, but I actually haven't played it yet. But here's the thing. I have heard a couple of good things about it. I think it's kind of like a standard RPG or something. But if I ever get a chance, if I ever get an opportunity, it'll be after I beat God of War. But we'll see what happens going forward. But other than that, guys, we'll see what happens. I'm still taking my time beating 2 games out of 5. 3, and Zadie, if possible, can you make a playlist? I can make a playlist real quick. Give me a moment. Oh, stable playlist? So hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me. I'm gonna make one real quick. I'm actually gonna create another playlist too. I just pointed out my weekly schedule playlist. So you guys can check it out if you guys get an opportunity to look it up on the channel. Got lots of gameplay, so we make playlists so we can enjoy a specific game to watch. Also, but alright, guys, I'm gonna get my ass out of here. If you guys have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter at Zadie Zach Dawson. Z's capitalized, Z's capitalized. You guys can follow me by giving me your first and last name information anytime you guys like. The numbers are 824-656-00. You guys, the numbers are 824-656-00. Not only if you guys do have a Twitter account, you guys can send me, so we can follow each other on Twitter. You guys can also send me a phone request through Discord. Phone request to me, tell me you guys said hello, and so we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about, anything you guys like. I will also be increasing Google Play later on this week. I don't know when the date's going to be next, but I think it's going to be Saturday, so I think I should be okay. Maybe not. And more importantly, guys, to Running Egg and TubaChat. I don't know when TubaChat's going to be live next. Let me double check it. Well, he's not going to be live till later on this week. Remember, he goes live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Especially not Tuesdays, so we'll see what happens there. But other than that, guys, go vote Atlanta at 32, Greatest Summon at 13. We watch videos in full, like them, support. Sarah, tweet it out, comment. Add it to a playlist. I just created a playlist about a minute ago, so you guys can check it out. I'll be having more than one video at a time throughout the schedule. But other than that, guys can vote Atlanta at 32, Greatest Summon at 13. But that's going to be a wrap for me this morning, guys. If I do stream tonight, you guys will have a new episode of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If not, I probably won't be back until Wednesday morning, so I can do Valhalla from there, and then Black Ops Cold War will be tomorrow night. But alright, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get a shower and spend time with the Subway family for a while, as good as I can get. But you guys can let me know if you guys want a shout out in the chat. That'd be okay. Through the group. With love, support, and respect. Alright, guys, I want to say thank you, Pars. Love you, buddy. Keep up the good work. I'll see you soon. And thank you, House of X Entertainment. Thank you for coming in as well. Alright, guys, have a good morning. I may go live tonight. If not, I'll see you guys in the morning, Wednesday, tomorrow. I'm off till Saturday night, so Valhalla will be tonight or in the morning. But alright, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. This is Zadie signing off through the group. And I'll see you guys either tonight or tomorrow morning for Valhalla. And stay safe, and until then, be careful.